Hello everyone, Cerberus here at the gates, bringing you a very special FSW collection. Let's get started. The quarter, so named because it's worth a quarter of a dollar, is a silver-colored 25-cent piece. However, today's quarters do not depict a caribou. These are the 1992 125th anniversary quarters. In 1992, the Canadian quarter was minted with 13 different images featuring each of the 12 existing provinces and territories. Because the new territory of Nunavut was not in existence yet, it was not represented. The 13th design, which was never placed into circulation, showed the caribou, but was never placed into circulation. So let's get started. Let's start on the west coast. Here we have British Columbia. This scenic province is known for its mountains, Pacific Northwest climate, and many whales that grace its coasts with their presence. See the whales. British Columbia, 1992 25-cent piece with the Queen Elizabeth stamp. British Columbia. All right, moving east, we have Alberta. These mushroom-shaped rock formations are called hodos and can occur in Alberta's Badlands. Alberta, 25-cent piece with the Queen Elizabeth stamp. Alberta. All right, moving east, we have Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan, it's called the breadbasket of the world and has an extensive wheat industry and a square reputation. The Canadian who explained the quarters to me wrote that to get the drift, US citizens just need to think of Kansas. Saskatchewan, 25-cent piece with the Queen Elizabeth stamp on the back. 25-cent piece, Saskatchewan. Okay, moving east, we have Manitoba. Manitoba. The Hudson's Bay Company, which today is headquartered in Manitoba, built numerous forts in the area in search of beaver pelts. Part of one such fort is pictured here. So the forts of the Hudson's Bay Company in Manitoba. 25-cent piece with the Queen Elizabeth stamp on the back. 1992 125-year commemorative series. Manitoba. All right, going east. Ontario. The combination of evergreen tree and rocky outcropping is symbolistic of the Canadian Shield, a huge 4 billion-year-old rock formation that lines the south and west of the Hudson's Bay. Ontario. 25-cent piece with the Queen Elizabeth stamp on the back. Ontario. All right, let's go further east. We have Quebec. Excuse my French, but Pierce Rock at the tip of the Gaspe Peninsula is the gateway to the historic St. Lawrence River in Quebec. 25-cent piece. 125th anniversary. Quebec. Alright, let's go northeast to Newfoundland. The man in the dory, also known as a rowboat, symbolizes the province's traditional reliance on fishing. Times have been tough since the 1992 shutdown of the cod fishery, but the economy of this friendly province is being slowly rebuilt. Newfoundland. 25-cent piece. Queen Elizabeth stamp on the back. Newfoundland. Man in the rowboat. Alright, let's go southeast. Down to Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island. The beautiful coastline of Prince Edward Island is made of distinctive red clay. Potatoes, which thrive in this soil, are the island's main crop. Prince Edward Island. 25-cent piece. Right, heading southeast again to Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia. The lighthouse at Peggy's Cove is one of the last in a province known for its maritime history. The rocky cove with crashing waves is a beautiful sight. Peggy's Cove Lighthouse in Nova Scotia. 1992 quarter with the Queen Elizabeth stamp. Peggy's Cove Lighthouse. Alright, circling back to New Brunswick. We have New Brunswick. New Brunswick is famous for its covered bridges like this one. In fact, the world's longest covered bridge, built in 1899 and spanning 1,282 feet, is located at Heartland, New Brunswick. New Brunswick. 25-cent coin. 1992. With the Queen Elizabeth stamp on the back. New Brunswick. Alright, moving on to the territories. We have the Yukon. Glaciers are rivers of ice layered so thick that the pressure causes them to slowly flow. The lines of debris running through the center of the glacier are called moraines. This is the Yukon. Yukon, 25-cent piece from 1992 with Queen Elizabeth. Yukon. Alright, last but not least, we have the Northwest Territories. This statue of a human made by piling up large rocks is called an Inukshuk. These markers were built by pre-Columbian Inuits all over the Canadian tundra. Inukshuk. 25-cent piece. 1992. Northwest Territories. And that concludes our very special 125th Canadian Anniversary Collection. Well, it's time to lock these coins up, and thank you for joining me. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next spread.